Nestled in the heart of Africa, Uganda spans over 241 square kilometers and is home to over 45 million people. Known for its breathtaking landscapes, Uganda boasts snow-capped mountains, crystal-clear lakes, and lush tropical forests. Its friendly and welcoming people make it a top tourist destination. But beyond its natural beauty and vibrant culture, there are some surprising and lesser-known aspects of this country. Here are 17 strange facts about Uganda. Number 17. The first African country to produce an electric car. Uganda has made a remarkable technological leap by becoming the first country in Africa to produce an electric car. This milestone was achieved by a team of students and professors at Makerere University, one of Uganda's premier institutions of higher learning. The car, known as the Kira EV, represents a significant step in demonstrating that cutting-edge technologies are not confined to Western countries alone. The Kira EV was developed as part of Makerere University's Kira Motors Corporation project, which began with a vision to create sustainable automotive solutions for Africa. The project was supervised by Professor Dumba Sintamu and Professor Patson Mbarime, alongside a dedicated team of engineering students and faculty members. Their work reflects the growing innovation within Africa's technology sector. The Kira EV is an electric vehicle designed to address both environmental concerns and the need for local technological development. It has a top speed of approximately 100 kilometers per hour, making it suitable for both city driving and longer journeys. The car's battery can be fully charged in about 8 hours, offering a range of up to 80 kilometers on a single charge. Number 16. World's youngest population. Uganda holds the distinction of having the world's youngest population, with a staggering 78% of its citizens under the age of 30. This demographic is one of the highest globally, making Uganda a youthful nation with a vibrant and dynamic population. The median age in Uganda is just around 16 years, reflecting the significant proportion of young people in the country. This youthful population presents both opportunities and challenges. On one hand, it means that Uganda has a large, energetic workforce that could potentially drive economic growth and innovation. The young population is also seen as a source of cultural vibrancy, with youth playing a central role in music, fashion, and technology trends. The country's streets are filled with the energy and creativity of young people, making it a lively place with a forward-looking spirit. On the other hand, the large youth population also brings significant challenges, particularly in terms of education, employment, and social services. With such a high number of young people, Uganda faces the pressing need to provide adequate education and create enough jobs to prevent widespread unemployment and underemployment. The government and various organizations are working to address these challenges by investing in education, vocational training, and entrepreneurship programs aimed at empowering the youth. Number 15. Their women have the world's most curvaceous figures. Ugandan women are renowned for their curvaceous figures, often celebrated as some of the most beautifully shaped in the world. This characteristic, which is deeply rooted in the cultural identity of the country, is not only admired locally, but has also gained international recognition. Ugandan women are known for their hourglass figures, with well-defined hips and a naturally curvy physique, which are considered symbols of beauty and fertility. In Uganda, the appreciation of curvy figures is not just a fleeting trend, but a cultural trait that has been passed down through generations. This admiration is so ingrained in Ugandan society that it has even led to the creation of a unique beauty pageant known as the Miss Curvy Uganda competition. This event celebrates and showcases the beauty of curvaceous women, offering them a platform to display their confidence, cultural pride, and individuality. The Miss Curvy Uganda competition has become a significant event, attracting widespread attention and reinforcing the cultural appreciation of fuller, curvier figures. Beyond beauty contests, the curvaceous figure of Ugandan women is often used in storytelling, art, and media as a representation of the ideal African woman. In folklore and modern narratives, these figures are celebrated as embodiments of femininity, strength, and grace. The admiration of curvy bodies is not just about physical appearance, but also about embracing and honoring the natural diversity of body shapes that are an integral part of Ugandan culture. Number 14. Nile's true source. Uganda proudly claims to be the true source of the Nile River, a title that is both geographically and historically significant. The Nile, the longest river in the world, begins its epic journey from the town of Jinja in Uganda, where it flows out of Lake Victoria. This spot, known as the source of the Nile, marks the beginning of the river's 6,650-kilometer journey northward, winding through multiple countries before emptying into the Mediterranean Sea. The source of the Nile at Jinja has been a subject of fascination for explorers and historians for centuries. It was officially confirmed in the mid-19th century when British explorer John Hanning Speke identified Lake Victoria as the river's primary source. This discovery was a landmark in the history of exploration, putting Uganda on the map as a key location in the story of the Nile. Today, the source of the Nile at Jinja is a popular tourist destination, attracting visitors from around the world who come to witness the river's humble beginnings. The area is significant for its natural beauty, with the Nile's waters providing stunning views and opportunities for activities like whitewater rafting, boating, and fishing. Number 13. Untapped crude oil. Uganda is emerging as a significant player in the energy sector, thanks to its massive untapped reserves of crude oil and natural gas. While the country has traditionally been recognized for its rich agricultural development, recent discoveries have highlighted its potential in the global oil market. The Albertine Graben, located in western Uganda near the border with the Democratic Republic of Congo, is home to an estimated 6.5 billion barrels of crude oil. This region has quickly gained attention as one of Africa's most promising oil exploration sites. Despite the vast potential, much of Uganda's oil reserves remain untapped. The country is in the early stages of developing its oil industry, with plans to begin commercial production in the near future. The discovery of these resources has the potential to significantly boost Uganda's economy, providing revenue that could be used for infrastructure development, healthcare, and education. It also presents opportunities for job creation and local economic growth, particularly in the western region where the oil fields are located. In addition to crude oil, Uganda also has substantial natural gas reserves, further enhancing its energy profile. These resources, if managed properly, could reduce the country's dependence on imported energy and promote sustainable development. The Ugandan government, in collaboration with international oil companies, is working on building the necessary infrastructure, including pipelines and refineries, to harness these resources effectively. Number 12. Lake Bunyoni's floating islands. Lake Bunyoni, located in southwestern Uganda, is a breathtaking natural wonder known for its stunning landscape and unique features. The lake is famous for its 29 islands, some of which are floating islands that slowly drift across the serene waters. These floating islands are a rare and fascinating phenomenon, made up of dense mats of papyrus and other aquatic vegetation that are buoyant enough to float. Over time, these islands can change their position on the lake, creating an ever-shifting landscape that adds to the lake's mystical allure. One of the most intriguing aspects of Lake Bunyoni is its cultural and historical significance. The lake is not only a natural marvel, but also a vital part of the local community's daily lives. Despite the passage of time, many people living around the lake still use traditional dugout canoes as their primary means of transportation. These canoes, carved from single tree trunks, are expertly maneuvered by the locals, who have relied on them for generations to navigate the lake's tranquil waters. Lake Bunyoni, often called the place of many little birds, is also a haven for birdwatchers, with over 200 bird species calling the area home. The combination of its floating islands, traditional lifestyle, and rich biodiversity makes Lake Bunyoni a must-visit destination for anyone interested in experiencing the natural beauty and cultural heritage of Uganda. The lake's peaceful ambiance and scenic views offer a unique glimpse into a way of life that has remained largely unchanged for centuries. Number 11. Polygamy is legal. In Uganda, polygamy is legally recognized, allowing men to marry multiple wives simultaneously. This practice is deeply embedded in the cultural fabric of the country and remains a common and accepted way of life. It is estimated that around 40% of women in Uganda are in polygamous marriages, highlighting how prevalent and culturally significant this tradition is. Polygamy in Uganda is often seen as a means of strengthening family ties, ensuring the continuation of the family lineage, and building economic stability. For many Ugandan men, having multiple wives is a symbol of status and wealth, reflecting their ability to provide for a larger family. This practice is also supported by cultural norms that value large families and communal living. Divorce, on the other hand, is extremely rare in Uganda. In polygamous communities, the concept of divorce does not carry the same weight as in monogamous societies. Since men can marry multiple wives, the need for divorce is often minimized, and marital disputes are usually resolved within the family or community. The idea is that if a man is dissatisfied in one marriage, he can marry another wife without ending the previous marriage, making divorce less necessary. In this context, polygamy is not just a legal allowance, but a cultural institution that shapes family structures and relationships in Uganda. It reflects a broader understanding of marriage, where multiple unions are not only accepted, but are an integral part of societal norms and values. Number 10. Eating white ants. In Uganda, white ants, also known as termites, are a popular delicacy and are considered a special treat. These insects are not just a food source, but an integral part of the culinary culture in many Ugandan communities. White ants are particularly enjoyed during the rainy season, when they emerge from their underground nests in large swarms, making them readily available for harvesting. White ants are typically prepared in a variety of ways. They are often roasted or fried, which enhances their flavor and texture. Roasting gives them a crispy exterior while maintaining a slightly nutty taste, while frying adds a savory crunch. In both preparations, the ants are enjoyed for their distinctive taste and texture, which many Ugandans find both appealing and satisfying. Nutritionally, white ants are highly valued for their protein content. They are an excellent source of protein, making them a nutritious alternative to more conventional meats. In addition to protein, they also provide essential vitamins and minerals, contributing to a well-rounded diet. Their high nutritional value makes them an important part of food security in rural areas, where they provide a reliable source of sustenance. Number 9. Homosexual is illegal. In Uganda, homosexuality is not only illegal, but also severely punished under the law. The country has some of the harshest anti-LGBTQ+ laws in the world, reflecting deeply ingrained cultural and religious beliefs that view homosexuality as immoral and unnatural. The Anti-Homosexuality Act, first introduced in 2014, initially proposed the death penalty for aggravated homosexuality, which included cases involving minors, HIV-positive individuals, or repeated offenses. Although international outcry led to the removal of the death penalty from the final version of the law, life imprisonment remains the maximum sentence for homosexual acts. In 2023, Uganda passed a new anti-homosexuality bill, which reintroduced even harsher penalties, including the possibility of the death penalty in certain cases. This law has been widely condemned by human rights organizations and the international community, but it reflects a strong domestic sentiment that rejects homosexuality as incompatible with Ugandan values and traditions. The law has led to